no, that's terrible. There we go. All right. Haven't done this for a while. So I just wanted to do an evening chat and a hello. I think we'll go live on TikTok too. Why not? I'm working on this. I'm working on it. We're figuring this out. Okay, I think we're gonna put this on this other screen here. There we go. So much better. Hi, how is everybody out there? Okay, there is literally nobody on this chat, and that's fine. That is so fine. Here's what we're doing. My name is Tamara. I am a high school English teacher. I'm also a cruise and travel enthusiast. I am a Disney adult, if you can't tell. And I am doing this content creation thing because I am hoping to fund an early retirement. That is what I am doing. I've made exactly $0 on YouTube, but I've 176,000 people that follow me over on not Instagram. What is that? TikTok. So I'm just trying to build my presence here on YouTube. There's about 11,100 of you here now. So we're hoping to do like a little subscription fest. And maybe if you guys see me and ask questions, get to know me, and then maybe you'll want to follow me here too. I don't know. Subscribe. That'd be awesome. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay. I am trying so hard to make this work. I am a high school English teacher. And I do have a very strong desire to leave the classroom. For a lot of reasons. The biggest reason being that I'm not going to go into that, actually. Not, yeah, I need to find a way out of the classroom. That's just where I'm at right now. We're going to be honest. That's what we're doing. We're just being honest. So let's have a Q&A. Let's have some fun. What questions do you have about me, about Disney, about the Disney Club that I have in my high school, traveling, cruising, anything? Let me know. What would you like to know? I am live on TikTok and YouTube right now. So I'm trying to do this multiple places. Let's see. Can I add an overlay on here? Alerts and widgets. Let's see. I just really want it to be like a, so if you have me here on TikTok, we're just doing a Q&A. That's all we're doing. It's just a Q&A today. What questions do you have of me, if any? Oh, my nose itches. That was weird. I don't know. I'm using Streamlabs, and so I'm not really sure how to add, like want to add like an overlay, like a subscribe. I do have kids, actually. I have 5. I have 4 daughters and 1 son. They are all adults. I am a mother of adult children now, that feels so weird to say. But yeah, I do. I have 5 children, 4 daughters, 1 son. One daughter just got married back in September, which was really fun. Believe it or not, I mean, it made me sad, but it's also, but it's good because I gained a son-in-law. So I guess I have 2 sons now, which is fun. I'm sorry. My nose itches. I just wanted to do it as a Q&A. Well, thank you for following on both YouTube and TikTok. I really appreciate that. I am definitely working to make this content creation thing a full-time gig, and I'm going to move this so that I am looking at one camera only. That would be helpful. I am looking to make this a full-time gig, and the reason why is I do need to get myself out of the classroom for a couple of reasons, and I know that that's like super cryptic and people don't like it when you're super cryptic online, but there's certain things that I just can't say yet. But I do want to make content creation a little bit more sustainable for me, which is why I'm hoping to get people to sub over on YouTube. I've made exactly $0 on YouTube. uh, but the potential is there, and I am almost there. So that would be really, really great if I could get the subscribers over there where they need to be so that my videos are being seen more and I've got more view and watch time over there. I'm not trying. So do I want 1 million subscribers on TikTok? I mean, sure, yeah, right. Like that'd be great. But one thing I do notice about content creation, and this is a question that gets asked of me a lot, is one thing that I understand about content. Followers don't necessarily matter. It is view, watch time, and engagement. I do like Disney. I actually sponsor a Disney club at the high school that I teach at. So, yes, high school students, and we have a Disney club. We go to Disneyland once a year as a club, along with our student council. Disney Club's actually a leadership club on campus. We use a lot of the Disney leadership styles. So we teach the elements of servant leadership and different things, leading by example, leading to support, leading from within, those kinds of things. And we do go to Disneyland once a year as a club and with our student council and with our DECA and HOSA and other leadership clubs on campus. And we actually do a leadership training from Disney cast members and Disney full-time employees. So my students get to take a 4-hour leadership course at Disneyland, which is really cool. If you don't know anything about the Disneyland Imagination Campus, I really highly suggest that you look into it, especially if you're an educator or somebody who has a club of students. But you can go to the Imagination Campus and you are able to take all of these different courses. They have courses in physics and science and math and animation. If you are into music, you can go in and do like a choir thing with them. But they also have courses in leadership, management, team building, all of those things. So with our Disney Club, we take them to Disneyland once a year, and they do one of those leadership, team building, one of those types of programs. Um, and then, of course, they get to spend time in the park for the rest of the day. We usually do 2 days at Disneyland when we do that. And I also get to go with our choir and our band programs where they do choir or voiceover work with the Disney animators, and it's a lot of fun that they get to learn how that goes. So, but yes, I am a Disney enthusiast. That's my ear collection that I have back there. And then the lanyards underneath are lanyards. It's a lanyard collection. I'm trying to, I don't know, that works. I kind of wanted to put like Q&A with Mrs. H up above, but it's not working. So let's see if I can add it on the YouTube one. Do, do, do. Layout editor. Oh no, definitely not that. Studio mode. Yeah, so I just wanted to do Q&A with Mrs. H. So what else do you guys want to know? Stream title. Here we go. Q&A. I feel like that's better. I didn't buy either one yet. I was just kind of waiting. So I just posted a video about a shopping trip that I did to Target. And I asked if I should buy a donut or a frog case for my iPods. For my iPods. Earpods? What are these? AirPods? There was a donut case and a frog case, and they were both really cool. So I just wanted to know your guys' opinion. What should I buy? Donut or frog? Yeah, you know what? I knew that that's what they were called. Let's see. Can I put on? I'm trying to put something on top of the YouTube one. Ah, I would really love it if you guys are here. If you have not yet subscribed to me here, please do. That would be awesome. Also over on YouTube. I'm on Streamlabs right now, and I'm still trying to figure this out. My YouTube live has exactly 0 followers. Uh, oh my goodness, it's my PhD friend. Listen, I am chasing that 100,000 subscribers crap. No, there is on YouTube, once you get 100,000 subscribers, they send you this really cool like silver play button. And yes, I want that for my wall. I'm chasing it. I want the button. The reason I want the button has nothing to do with wanting the 100,000 subscribers, but just because I want the silver button. And I know that's silly, but that's okay. I want the button. I want it. And if I stay in the classroom, I want to hang it on the wall in my classroom. I want to hang it next to my 2 master's degrees and my bachelor's degree. So that's what I want. I want the button. That's it. Again, I've made exactly $0 on YouTube. So for me, it's all about the button. I want the bling. I want the stuff. There's something in my eye. Heck yeah, I want the bling. That's what we're going for. Should be a way for me to, ooh, that's fun. Oh, what did I just do? I don't know what I just did. Oh, that's cute. All right. Yes, I am teaching Mrs. H in all the places. So, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, um, what's that other one? Threads. Here on TikTok. Teaching Mrs. H everywhere. Except for X. I was teaching Mrs. H on X. Um, but then for some reason I like let my account go. I let my account name go. And then I don't know what happened. And then somebody else picked it up. So if you're on X, um, I do not have I don't have an X. I think that I have an X account, but I haven't posted there for like moons, many moons. But yes, I'm Tamara Hancock teaching Mrs. H in all the places. Yeah, so no X, thanks. One would think that I would have myself together, that I would be able to answer questions, but that's okay. I have one viewer over on YouTube now. That's awesome. Hello, YouTube. This is a subscribe, please. If you teaching Mrs. H, Q&A. Yeah, I don't. It's not that I'm not on X for political reasons. I'm just not on X. There's only so many different things that my brain can manage at any given time. And I think adding one more social media account on top of that would definitely I'm the kind of person that likes separates. I like looking in so many different places. So if it looks like I'm not looking at the camera, no, I'm trying to. There's so much going on. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think I also like reserved my name on like Lemonade and all of those things, but would I take a class to Disney World? I would love to. I think that the idea of traveling with high school students all the way across the country, because I'm on the West Coast and that's East Coast, I think that my anxiety would say no. That's just me personally. Taking them to California is stressful enough. I don't know if I could handle taking them to Florida. I have so many friends that do like those EF tours with students where they take them out of the country, and that would be an absolute no for me. I definitely am not going to take a bunch of teenagers out of the country. So, as much as I would love to take them to Disney World, I feel like and Disney World is a different type of park too, right? It's not you don't have like park hoppers and you can go back and forth between the two parks all day long. If you want to go to another park, it's literally getting on a bus in like a 20-minute to 30-minute drive sometimes. So I don't feel like logistically Disney World is a good place for me to take my Disney Club to. That's not to say I'm not ruling it out. I just don't feel like that's a good I don't feel like that's a good fit for for my personal anxiety and my abilities. Okay, see, exactly. Taking eighth graders to the aquarium, let alone to another state. I'm really comfortable with taking them to Disneyland. I used to teach in a middle school. We've took them to Disneyland from middle school. Like I'm really comfortable with that. I just because Disneyland feel it's a very safe and enclosed space. Everywhere within Disney, even downtown Disney, all of that has to be you have to go through security to get through those places. The students are all very well like chaperoned and everything is great, right? There's security guards at Disneyland within every 10 feet. Like there's always help if something needs to be helped. But uh taking them to Disney World feels different. I've been to Disney World, that feels different to me, and then definitely not taking them out of so our Disney Club is a leadership club first and foremost. So a lot of the things that they do is they help to build campus culture, community, and collaboration. So one of the things that they like to do is we collaborate a lot with student council and we do a lot of leadership type work on campus. The students do a food drive. They do stuff with Make a Wish. They do a bunch of stuff in order to build leadership skills and different things like that. So it's we're a fun club. We do a lot of fun things. We raise money for fun things, but they are also the ones that like if student council is unavailable for council or student tours or campus tours, then they will call my Disney Club kids. Or if there is something that needs to be led, or if there's something that needs to be organized and student council is unavailable for whatever reason, they will call my Disney Club kids. So our Disney Club is learning leadership the Disney way, essentially. So that's what we work on. We work on the skills of servant leadership, transformational leadership. We work through all of that type of leadership qualities. Walt Disney's main goal was to build magical moments for people everywhere. So that's what my students try to do on campus, and they just try to build those types of things. So it's really cool. Um, Scholarship questions. Oh goodness. So if you are looking for scholarship information, um, or oh, you're on YouTube now. Hi, Eric. If you're looking for places to look for scholarships, there's a couple of different things that I would do right away. If your students are in high school and they're looking to build scholarships, I would go to raise.me. That's a really good one. They're going to put every college that they are interested in, and raise.me will tell you which scholarships apply to that college. Um, I would definitely go to if you have within your state any community foundations or if you have any like Lions clubs or anything like that, they often do a lot of scholarships. I would also go into what's the other one? It's raise.me and oh shoot, let me look it up because there's another one that I would highly recommend. But make sure that they do all of that. The other thing that I would also suggest that your students do that are high school aged that are getting ready would be to make sure if they have any of the common apps or any of those scholarship application processes that are able to do they just fill out a whole bunch of the information once and then the common app sends a whole bunch of information out to all the different scholarships they apply for. It also has them write like 5 or 6 essays and then it chooses the essay that best fits the scholarship requirements and it sends it out. So they're only writing 5 or 6 essays. It goes all into the common app and then the common app uses an AI basically to determine which scholarships your student is available for. Let's see here. Um, Why are my... Why is it only showing me... This is weird. It should be there. Find me. And I want the class of 2025. I'm looking for my slides, my daily slides that I gave my students, because in there is going to be my... Well, shoot. That's going to be where all my scholarship resources are, and I can't find it. Thoughts on summer teacher PD conferences. Last year I went to a really, really good one, which was done by Solution Tree. Some people love Solution Tree, some people hate Solution Tree. It's a whatever. I actually don't mind going to professional development conferences over the summer as a teacher, mostly because I need to find things to keep me busy. Otherwise, I just go spend money at Target, right? Um, we're required a certain amount of professional development and a certain amount of continuous education. So if you can find a summer professional development that's going to fit both of those requirements, then I say do it. I think my biggest thing for it is just as long as you're going to one of these days, make sure that it's going to be something that's going to benefit you or your classroom in the future, or you and your classroom in the future. Don't just go to it because it's there, especially if you have to pay for it. I'm actually getting ready to go to a summer institute for AP Lang. I've been teaching little college composition and rhetoric for 3 years now. AP Lang is essentially just composition and rhetoric, but I'm going to go to the AZ Summer Institute. My school's paying for it, so I might as well go. I don't know that I would pay for it out of my pocket to go, though, if that makes sense. Like I said, I am also looking to make an exit out of the classroom, so maybe I'm not the best. Maybe I'm not the best person to ask. There's something in my left eye. It's bothering me. I was hoping that I could put like a something on my YouTube video. Can I add text on here? What can I do? Uh, um, so before I came to the classroom, I actually had a corporate career. I was the vice president of sales and marketing for a venture capital company, which is exactly as boring as it sounds. I would probably go back into something corporate. Um, Quite frankly, I would like to be able to make content creation my full-time gig. Uh, I've done the math. I need to be able to make $400 a day across all of my platforms in order to be able to step aside, and that would replace my teacher income. $400 a day sounds like a lot, but then you have to factor in that I need to be able to pay self-employment taxes and that kind of stuff. So $400 a day would be where I would be able to comfortably step away and still do content creation. Now I understand and I realize that a great deal of my content does come from me being a teacher in the classroom. However, this is an educational channel, this is educational stuff. So what I think that I would like it to be personally is not just content from the classroom, but education about different things, sharing different experiences. I do believe that we are the sum of our experiences. And so I think that it would be really, really great to be able to share different experiences, different viewpoints. I would love to be able to interview different people and their experiences and things that they've learned and seen in life. I'm really trying to get into the Amazon warehouse to be able to show you guys how the the drone delivery works. I've actually been talking with Amazon Prime Air, and I'm hoping that those conversations will lead to me being able to get into the warehouse and share with you guys exactly how that works, because I think that would be really cool. But um, that's what I want to do. I had a very hard year this year in the classroom, very hard year, and I think that a lot of it stemmed from personal uh, if you've been with me for a long time, you know that I had a lot of personal turmoil this year. That was quite difficult, and I'm still kind of working through that. But in addition to that, I feel like there needs to be more support for people in the classroom, and I just haven't had it. See, and I've actually posted with my content in Disneyland what to do, what not to do, ins and outs, best foods, money, all of that stuff. I've actually posted quite a few shorts about that. I need to do some long form content on that. Um, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. With my content, I want to put it into basically four different categories, which are going to be like Disney and all of Disney. Like there'd be a Disney umbrella, so that would be like Disney travel, Disney cruises, Disney history, Disney animation, like all of that, and like learning and exploring, and then sharing what I know. All of these things are going to be under an education type umbrella. So there would be Disney, there would be travel specific, like just traveling specific. So cruising, car travel, plane travel, going to different countries, different things like that. Um, Different type of travel. How do you travel? What do you travel with? What are the best things to do and not to do? That type of stuff. Then I also want to like have another education that would be literature and art and culture, um, which would be also tied to travel and different things. I'm hoping to do a Mediterranean cruise for my 25th wedding anniversary, and I would love to do some content surrounding the different areas in Greece and in Italy and in Venice that have literature or myths or whatever attached to them. So I think that would be really cool. And then just a general like silliness category. These are things that I don't know about, and so I want to try. So, for example, just recently I did a mystery box from Up Liquidation. It's a $275 box. You buy it and it gets sent to you, and then you can unbox the mystery box and see what's inside. And that was a lot of fun. I'd never done that before. I wanted to try it and see, like, are these things scams? Are they real? Like, what are they? So, those are kind of the four categories I'm looking into. Must reads would probably go under the literature and history, like that type of uh, that umbrella there. Um, but also, I mean, like under the travel umbrella, there would be like history and culture there. Just when we went to Skagway, Alaska, I learned a lot of different things about the different culture and history of Skagway, Victoria, British Columbia. That video is coming up soon, like the travel log and understanding Victoria, British Columbia. So I'm kind of hoping it's going to be education based, but like edutainment, if that makes sense. That's what I'm hoping to put this into. And there'll also still be some teaching content because, quite frankly, that's who I am. Let's see here. I think it's hard too because, you get into a groove in content creation. In TikTok, I got into a really good groove. Everything was great. And then now I'm struggling to even break 1,000 views on videos, and I have 176.1 thousand followers. So it's just, I've gotta get the app to hear me out again. I also don't want to put all of my eggs into the TikTok basket because we don't know what's going to be happening with TikTok moving forward. So it could be lucrative, it could be not, it could be here forever, it could be gone tomorrow. And that's why I am trying to move into a platform with a little bit more personal longevity, which would be like YouTube. My daughter's in Hawaii. She's sending me pictures of food. I know this switch. Oh yeah, just Q&A with Mrs. H. I hmm. Oh my goodness, church at 7 a.m. You go get some rest. We'll see you again. It's 10 p.m. in DC, and my daughter is in Hawaii where it is 4 p.m. Oh, my nose. Okay. Add a new scene. Add a new source. I don't want any of that really. I just want like any of you guys know how to use Streamlabs, that would be awesome. I don't know how to put text on there. Oh, hey! That is so sweet of you to say. I, I feel guilty. I love teaching. I love being in the classroom. I love being with my students. If I ever leave education, it won't be because of the kids. I've been trying to convince my husband to let me leave education. And I have to be careful what I say because who knows who's listening, right? Like, I do think that my administration is very aware that I might want to be visiting. I don't know. It was a rough year, not just in the classroom, but personally, it was a rough year. So, I don't know. We'll see. And then I had that one job interview that was so amazing. I actually had two, and I didn't get either one, and that made me sad. TikTok just says I have a flash goal. What is a flash goal? Get two gifters send you "You're awesome" to your live in 15 minutes. I mean, sure, why not? I don't know how to push the buttons. Sure. There. I don't know. TikTok said I had to do that. uh, Education is rough everywhere, and I think that a lot of it comes to I think my biggest complaint about education right now is that there are people making laws about education that have never been in a classroom. And there are people voting on laws on education who have never researched a classroom or what it's like to be in there. So I feel like uh, that's a big part of my frustration right now. I feel like that's a big part of why I'm having such a hard time in the classroom, but that's not everything. Um, yeah. Again, it's stuff that if I end up leaving the classroom that I will 100% share with everybody, but considering that I still work there, and it's not just my district, right? It's my state. It's a lot of things. So I really do think it's mostly just a me personally thing, and it's not. I don't want to. I don't want to share all of my personal details online. I know that's weird because I'm a content creator and that's literally what I do, but yeah. I wanted to add a little. Why can't I add a widget to my live stream over on YouTube that's like, hey, subscribe? I don't know. It's so weird. But you're a music teacher in elementary school, and I can really appreciate that because I actually taught middle school orchestra for a long time. And middle school orchestra is super fun. I did have to make the company that we were renting our violins from, I had to eventually, excuse me, I had to eventually be like, no more rubber bands in the violin cases. Because rubber bands in the violin cases meant that I had students creating like rubber band wars. but they were putting rubber bands in the cases to hold the sponge on. So I eventually was like, no, no more rubber bands. And you know the lightsaber wars that teenage boys have, elementary or middle school boys. I do miss teaching orchestra. I miss it a lot. I wish that I could go back to it, but it's what it is. Well, shoot. One of those things. Live on YouTube for 36 minutes. Exactly one thing. I don't know. Live streaming just isn't me, I guess. Oh my goodness. I should probably go take an out. I probably have to put it on before I start the live stream, maybe. Alert box. I don't have any game controls. Um, I don't know. I would feel like there should be a way to put some text on there, but I just can't find it. My daughter just sent me a picture of Hawaiian barbecue, which she's in Hawaii, so of course it's so much better. Um, but now I want Hawaiian barbecue. And I am seriously considering leaving the house right now to go to the Hawaiian barbecue place and get some. If you've never had katsu pork or katsu chicken, you need to have that. It's delicious. But if you're really sensitive, like if your mouth is really sensitive when you eat like foods, be careful because they can be sharp and it can like go inside. Worth it. It's like eating Captain Crunch. It's just worth it. No. Oh, sweet. I don't understand these things. I'm sure that Streamlabs has a way to do this. I just. Oh, cannot toggle it in dual output. Well, then undo the dual output. Ah, okay. I think I figured it out. I should have to not be in dual output when I do it. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and have some because I'm getting really hungry. But I just posted a video over to YouTube if you want to go check it out. It's the full live stream of me unboxing this box from Uploadation. I'm going to be posting that video, the short, to TikTok probably Monday. Want to see if some of my views come back before I post again. But anyway, it's been fun. We'll do another Q&A. I'm going to try to go live a lot more this summer so that I can just get to know you guys and but I hope you guys all have an excellent night and I'll see you real soon.